Let's jump right into this video. Look at America's political landscape today. I mean, it seems like we are divided right down the middle, doesn't it? But what if we completely shattered that illusion of a natural divide? Today, we're exposing the hidden machinery that is literally profiting off our fractured reality. It's a system called the echo chamber protocol. And guess what? It is running right now.
You know, we're constantly told that this friction is just a natural clash of ideas, right? Just a free exchange in a democratic society. But what if it actually isn't? Think about it. We look at the exact same events happening in the world, yet somehow we see entirely different realities. It really makes you wonder if this polarization is actually a highly calculated, engineered asset.
And that brings us to the core philosophy of major tech platforms. Consensus is a financial failure. Deep inside their server architecture, a united public is incredibly bad for business. Why? Because a united public doesn't endlessly scroll. Unity doesn't generate clicks, but division? Division is an absolute goldmine.
Okay, Section 1, the engineered divide, uncovering the covert software. Let's actually pull back the curtain on this. The very moment you interact with a post, just a single click or a quick like, an invisible cage drops around you. This is known as a telemetry cluster. Instantly, you are isolated into this highly customized, constantly monitored digital environment. And this kicks off a relentless machine, basically an automated feedback loop. Step 1, you click. Step 2, the algorithm aggressively prunes away any alternative viewpoints. And Step 3, radicalized content is amplified to keep your pulse racing. It is not feeding you facts. It is literally just feeding your bias.
Moving on to part 2, inside the filter bubble. Welcome to your enclave.
Welcome to your new reality. Whether you lean slightly left or slightly right, the network programmatically builds this massive, suffocating wall of data around you. The traditional town square? Yeah, that's completely gone. It's been replaced by these mirror image psychological prisons that are specifically designed to keep your emotions running hot.
Which brings us to part 3, monetizing American outrage, the attention economy balance sheet.
To understand the code, you've got to follow the money. Enter the outrage metric. It's a simple, brutal formula. Your anger equals their profit. Peace is actually a net negative on their balance sheet. Calm users close the app and go outside. Angry users, they stay inside and keep scrolling.
Just think about this for a second. 3 times. The hard data proves that an angry user stays glued to their screen 3 times longer than a satisfied one. That is 3 times the ad impressions, 3 times the revenue. Your frustration is the literal fuel keeping their massive servers running.
So, you might firmly believe you're fighting for the future of your country down in the comments section. But in reality, you're really just running on a digital treadmill. They're micro-targeting your psychological triggers, perpetuating this digital ideological war and generating billions for a handful of data landlords. Now, for part 4, the death of consensus, paralyzing the democratic process.
This final phase is absolutely terrifying because facts simply vanish. When 2 halves of a population can no longer even agree on what happened, what was actually said, or what is real, civil discourse totally crumbles. Our shared reality is essentially deleted from the server.
And the result of that? Democracy locks up, permanently. And listen, this total political paralysis isn't a glitch in the system, it's the ultimate goal. A gridlocked, completely fragmented society is a highly profitable, easily managed society.
Because while we're so busy fighting each other, power consolidates. A confused, angry population is completely incapable of identifying who's actually in control. If we're always yelling at our neighbors, we're never going to look up and see who is actually running the show.
It really is the perfect smokescreen. On one side, you have the public distraction, the culture wars, the tribal feuds, the endless comment arguments. But on the other side is the hidden reality. We're talking cartel dominance, corporate monopolies, and shadow financial sovereignty. While we fight these algorithmically managed culture wars, they consolidate absolute power, totally unnoticed.
Ultimately, truth just drowns in the noise. The system doesn't even need to bother censoring the truth anymore. Why would they? They just effortlessly drown it out in an endless, deafening ocean of manufactured tribal outrage. The true signal is completely lost in the static.
All right, part 5, breaking the code, identifying the real threat.
So how do we actually get out of this loop? We spend our entire lives wearing these political labels like armor against our own neighbors. But the real threat isn't the person across the aisle, it's the software architecture standing between you.
America didn't just break apart organically, guys. It was systematically dismantled.
We were dismantled line by line of code. The left feed and the right feed are basically engineered digital rivers. They flow in completely opposite directions, designed by the platform architecture to ensure they never, ever cross paths. Your anger is automated. Your isolation is engineered by massive, silent data centers. Your absolute deepest emotions are being played like an instrument, all for the sake of user retention. And meanwhile, the ledger keeps score. Every second we spend fighting, every fiery comment we type, every single sensational video we share, the ledger is wide open. It's tracking dollars, cents, and ultimate structural power. So, I'll leave you with this. Who is really pulling your strings? Before you log on to fight your next digital battle, take a step back. Look at the screen in your hand and ask yourself, who is actually holding it? When you recognize the code, you stop being a pawn. Stay curious and always keep questioning the feed.